Welcome to class 3 of business environment. Topic for the discussion is characteristics of modern business. The first characteristic is economic activity. So we have dealt in the last class saying that business is economic activity, and in an economic sense we call business as human activity. So, what are those human activity? Human activity is nothing but the production and distribution of goods and services. So, what happens when we are going to produce something and when we are going to distribute? So, economic activity takes place. So, it brings an industrial and economic development of the country. Then the second point is buying and selling activity. So what is this buying and selling activity? So when we are going to buy and sell, we are going to use the term called as trade, right? We are going to use the term called as trade. So business is going to buy and sell. So what the business is going to buy and what the business is going to sell. So business is going to buy the raw materials. Business is going to buy the plant and machineries. Business is going to buy the property. Business is going to buy the stationery, etc. So business is going to buy something and sell what it is going to sell. So when they are going to purchase all these things or when they are going to buy all these things, so this they are going to all these raw materials, they are going to convert it into finished product, and this finished product they are going to sell it to the consumers, ultimate consumers. So business is going to undertake buying and selling activity. The next is continuous process. So what is continuous process? So continuous means regular. Continuous means regular. So single time trading activity is not a continuous process, right? So if you are going to conduct a business, it should be in a continuous process. So you have to produce something or distribute something in a regular basis. The next is profit motive. So what is profit? So profit will indicate whether your business have success or failure, whether your business is having a success or failure. So profit is a main motive of every business. So the difference between the income and expenses, we are going to call it as a profit. So primary goal of every business is to obtain the possible level of income through the production of goods and services. So how they are going to get the profit? So by production and distribution of goods and services. Production and distributions of goods and services. Then the next is risk and uncertainty. Risk and uncertainty. So the risk is defined as the effect of uncertainty arising on the objective of business. So they say that risk is defined as the uncertainty. So the uncertainty that is going to arise, the effect of uncertainty that is going to arise on the objective of business. So when we are going to take the term risk and uncertainty, so we can say risk is predictable, right? Predictable. Risk we can predict or calculate. So what about uncertainty? So uncertainty we are not going to or we cannot calculate. So uncertainty we are not going to calculate. For example, person X is walking on the road, is going to meet with an accident in middle. So does he know whether he is going to meet with an accident and die? So he doesn't know that. So you are going to know, when we are going to take birth, we are going to die one day, right? So this is the risk for us. So how we are going to die and by what means we are going to die, we don't know that. So risk, risk is an effect of uncertainty. So risk is there, we can calculate the risk so that we can say we are going to die one or the other day. But how we are going to die, so that effect will come to know only when the uncertainty comes, right? So uncertainty is it is an effect of uncertainty that makes the changes in the objective of business. Suppose you are going to have a business, you will have a certain objective, so that objective will change or it will be affected because of this uncertainty. So when it comes to risk, when it comes to risk, we have two types of risk. We have two types of risk: predictable or insurable and non-insurable. So insurable risk, we are going to call it as predictable risk. Non-insurable risk, we are going to call it as unpredictable risk. So then what are the insurable factors or predictable factors? So the taxes, changes in volume of expected sale, so cost and supplies of cost of suppliers and the equipments, so overhead, so cost of goods and services so offered. So these are the insurable risk. So non-insurable risk, so non-insurable risk means so changes in trends and taste of customers, so any unexpected action taken by your competitors, so these are non-insurable risk. The next is creative and dynamic. So creative means you are going to innovate something new. Dynamic, so dynamic means it keeps on changing, right? It keeps on changing. So business has to adopt, or business should be creative, or it should be having a creative ideas, approaches and concept for the production and distributions of goods and services, which means it should bring something new or fresh, new, and in an innovative way. So business has to be innovative. Why it should be innovative? Because it is going to operate in the environment which is dynamic in nature, which means it keeps on changing. Your social economic changes, sorry, environment changes, economic environment changes, technological environment changes, and as per that changes, along with that the customers needs, customers preference will also change. So what we have to do as the changes takes place, you have to be creative. The next is customer satisfaction. So what is this customer satisfaction? So nowadays a business is going to adopt the customer oriented approach. So customer oriented approach, which means they not only focus only on the profit maximization but also on the customer satisfaction. So how the customers can be satisfied? So simple, by providing, what is the activity of business? To produce something and to distribute something. So produce a quality product and distribute it in a reasonable price. So what happens? Customers are satisfied. The next is social activity. So we call business as economic activity. Business as economic activity. So social means society and the economic activity. And these two concepts are interdependent. So these are interdependent. So why? Business is going to operate in the society. So it has some social responsibility. So whatever goods they are going to produce, whatever they are going to produce and distribute, it should be available for each or in the each section of the society. So by providing the or making available the goods and services for each section of the society, the business is going to perform this function. Then the next is government control. So government control. Business organizations are subject to government control. So how they are going to come under the government control? So if you want to control, there should be something, right? There should be some rules and regulations. There should be some rules and regulations. So there are various rules and regulations that should be followed by the business. So which is been framed by the government. So there are some acts framed by the government which are like Competition Act, Companies Act, then the Consumer Protection Act, Environment Act, etc. Then the optimum utilization of resources. Optimum utilizations of countries' material and non-material resources. So why they are going to make an optimum utilizations of resources? By using all the resources available at the maximum level, you are going to earn profit. So these are the characteristics of modern business.